WSTU and WPSL, it is now time for your official access with the Martin County Health Department. Here's Public Information Officer Renee Rouse.
Well, thank you, Mike. Joining me now is Jody Pereira and Beth Letton-Garver from the Pine School. They are joining us today to be talking about the upcoming Pine School's annual Night Run in Color. Mm-hmm. Now, just have to say that last year the Health Department was a sponsor in this event, and we're sponsoring it again this year. Mm-hmm. It's an excellent event. It is so much fun. It's the first time we did it last year, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what's happening this year. The date is Saturday, September the 26th. It's happening at the Pine School and Hobe Sound, and either of you can just tell me a little bit about the history. I know that now, Jody, you actually got things started, right?
Actually, it was Beth that got things started.
Okay.
She's been there for quite a long time, so it was a brainchild of hers a while ago.
Right. We moved into the Hobe Sound campus. We were located in Stuart for 45 years, and we moved our high school to the Hobe Sound campus. And it's a 142-acre campus that has sand and hills and lots of great terrain for cross-country.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
And I'm the cross-country coach, so it was my dream to always have a 5K that we could open up to the community and allow other people to run on our property as well. So we started it about 9 years ago. I, along with a lot of other people and a lot of great help over the years, we started it as a fun run, as a 5K for our families and for anybody in the community. And since Jody's joined us 2 years ago, we have built that up, and it's grown even more. So we're happy to continue the tradition.
Excellent. And when you think about the health department's involvement, we have what's called the Healthiest Weight Initiative. It's an important initiative. It talks about achieving healthy weight. It's not about being ultra slim. It's about finding the healthy weight and adding nutrition and physical activity into your daily life. Mm-hmm. So this was a great opportunity for us to come in and partner with you on this event. Now, has the course changed over the years, or does it pretty much follow the same sort of?
We're going to follow the same course we did last year, but it has changed over the years. We've added some things on campus that have allowed us or enabled us to change it and reroute it a little bit. We make it so that it's friendly for everybody. Our cross-country course for the high school kids is pretty rigorous and goes out into the woods a lot.
Right.
And so we know that we have families and kids and elderly people that want to enjoy it as well. So we've made it a little bit easier and accessible for everybody to enjoy.
And I don't know if you've gone by the Pine School on US 1 in Hobe Sound, but it's one of those areas near Jonathan Dickinson State Park that has just the beautiful rolling hills. I think at the Pine School is one of the highest points in, natural highest points in the area. So when you're running along that course, whether it's a little bit on the road that goes back into the Pine School or off-road a little bit, it's really, really a beautiful view.
Our students have named some of the parts of the course, and we actually, when we first moved in 07, some of the kids named it Bridge Mountain after Bridge Road. And it's a height of 67 feet, so you might get a little bit of a nosebleed when you're up there. But
And Beth, I think you brought up a good point, because people have different levels of ability, and you don't have to run it. You could walk it, you could run it, you could do a little bit of both, but it really is meant to be inviting for the entire family. And I think
absolutely, it's a fun run, and we have 4 color stations, so kids can run and adults can run through the color stations. They can avoid them if they want to, but most people like to get a lot of splash of color on them.
I see the adults with just as much color on them as we do the kids. And the nice thing too is there's no pressure. There's no timing. We have numbers just so we know that everybody's running in it who is, but there's no timer, so you just take it at your own pace and enjoy it.
Excellent. Well, I have to be honest. I'm not a runner, and I don't really partake in runs, so I had never heard of a color run. So I was like, what is this color run thing? But it was so much fun being out there and seeing the colors flying. I mean, there was yellows and pinks, and it was just purples. It was really pretty, and it was really fun, and it was really, a really neat event for, again, the entire family.
Absolutely. We love it when people dress up. Some people come in tutus, or they
saw that.
Team colors or team outfits and have a great time. And it's just a silly, fun event for everybody.
Right. And this year we are giving prizes away for the craziest outfits. So
if
you can come
that's
decked out in something fun and colorful and appropriate, of course, definitely do that. And we are giving prizes away for that this year.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the details of the race. So it's happening on Saturday, September 26th.
Yes.
What time do folks need to be there? Or maybe we should back up. How do you find out more about it to register?
You can go to nightrun.org, and that's KNIGHT run.org, and you can learn more about the race there, and you can register online as well. We have different price breaks for adults and kids, as well as seniors, and we are also adding a 100-meter color dash for the younger kids who aren't quite ready to do that 5K, so that they're able to get involved this year. So you can register online. We are using active.com, but you can go through nightrun.org, and the race starts at 8 a.m. Our color dash for the kids is at 7:30, and you can pick up your package the day before on Friday between 3 and 6, or come a little bit early. Be sure to get there at least by 7:30 if you're just doing the color run, because we do have to close the gates at the front of the school so that no cars are
for
coming
safety.
in. Exactly.
You're thinking about all that safety stuff. That's important. Okay, excellent. So how many people do you expect? I mean, how has been the turnout in past years, and what are you expecting for this year?
We were close to 250 people actively running in it last year, and I think because this year we do have the elementary school on the Hope Sound campus, I think we'll have a lot more involved, and our outreach in the community has been pretty good, so I'm hoping for more than that this year.
Terrific. Having it in, I know you've had it in the evening, traditionally. Having it in the morning, early morning, is really a great time, especially for this time of year, because it can get very hot very quickly in the morning. What should people be bringing to this race? How should they be dressing? What should they be bringing? Do they need to bring water? That kind of thing?
Sure. We encourage everybody to wear white because it's more fun. You'll get more color on your outfit. And then
it's something you can throw away if you don't want to worry about it.
Exactly. And if you want to keep it, you can soak it in vinegar afterwards, and it will keep the color. So if you want to keep it as a memory. So, comfortable running attire. So sneakers, something that you are not going to care that it gets dirty and colorful. Always good idea to bring water. We do have water, of course, available there, and we will have refreshments and things afterwards. But always a good idea to drink water the night before, drink water the morning of, and maybe bring a bottle of water for you while you're waiting around. But we give buffs away, which are kind of fun little neck kerchief things that the kids can wear and all the participants can wear, and they can cover up their mouth then if some of the color gets in their face and they don't want that. So we do provide that. But if you want to wear something as a hat, if you want to protect your hair, or sunglasses to protect your eyes as you're going through it, those are all good ideas too.
Yeah. Basically, with the color station, when you run through, people are throwing color at you, obviously, because you get covered with it.
Yeah. So what is the color made of? What is that material? Is that like a...
It's cornstarch, really. It's starch. So it's really not toxic or anything, but you just don't want to get it in your face or your eyes, and the people throwing color are cognizant of that, so they're going to make sure that they aim lower.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
It washes off pretty easily, because I again wasn't sure, and suddenly I'm covered in color when I went home, and I'm like, everything went in the wash. It came off really easily.
Might want to bring a towel for the car seats.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yep, that would help. I think it's important to mention the health department will be out there. We're going to be doing some outreach on healthiest weight and nutrition. We'll be bringing along a nurse program specialist. Her name is Mary Beth Pena. She's really active in the community. She's a lot of fun. And our plan is to be doing some on-site healthy snack making. I think that's going to be really popular.
Great. Absolutely.
Don't know what exactly we're going to do, but we'll come up with something fun and delicious and nutritious. And the kids always like that. The other thing that we brought last year was a ball of fat. I know that doesn't sound very exciting, but it was a good visual to see what 5 pounds of fat looks like. Absolutely. It's actually much larger and much heavier than what the kids expected. And we had a lot of fun, kind of looking at that, talking about that, holding that.
I remember seeing a lot of the younger ones over there at the table, and even adults.
Yeah.
It was really picture what that is.
It was really engaging. And the other thing that we brought along that was fun were sugar tubes, to demonstrate how much sugar is actually in a soda, how much sugar is in a smoothie, how much sugar is in, various things, and they don't really realize it until they can see it visually in these tubes, and then suddenly it's like, whoa, and it kind of connects with them, So going back to the race, that's happening on Saturday, the 26th. You'd like folks to be there by 8 a.m. We talked about pre-registration. can they still show up on that day and pay?
They can
and participate.
Absolutely. We actually will start doing those registrations at 7 a.m. So if you aren't planning to register ahead of time, be sure to get there early enough so that you have time to register. Prices do go up on the day of the race. So if you want to be sure to get a better rate, definitely register ahead of time. Even if it's just a couple of days before, you can still get that better rate.
So let's talk about that registration fee. What is it this year?
Right now, 5K adults that are doing the race are at $30, and then it drops down to $25 for students, alumni, seniors, and then the Color Dash is at $12 right now. And that will go up a little bit more in a couple of weeks as we get closer to the race. So if you want to get in on that lower price now, excuse me, nightrun.org. And I got a frog in my throat in here. And then on the day of the race, we're going to be up to, I believe it's $40 on the day of the race. So we are providing breakfast too as well. So you get to get out and around a little bit and get some food too.
Yummy. Tell us again about that Color Dash. What is that going to consist of, and who would be best suited to do the Color Dash?
Those are young kids.
8 and under is a good idea. I think, sometimes if they're 8, they like to do the 5K, so they don't necessarily have to do that. They can sign up for the full race. But 8 and under, and it will be just a 100-meter dash. So it will be right in the center of school, and they will get color on them, but they're not as intimidated maybe by that as opposed to running the full course, which some kids are a little bit afraid of when they're maybe 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
So yes,
we wanted to give them some way to be able to participate in the overall experience. So
it's a good idea. It's a great idea. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about sponsorship, because I think it's important that people understand that putting this on takes money. It takes manpower. It takes supplies. It does take money to do this, but you're also raising money for the school. So talk a little bit about where the money goes, how many sponsors you're looking for, if you're looking for a number, and a little bit about that, what that all means.
Well, we're always looking for sponsors, and we have several events on campus and off campus that we do to help provide the education that we do to our Pine School students. So we're always looking for sponsors, especially related to anything to do with running or fitness, and just like the health department, those are things that are relatable. We have an auction, we have a golf tournament, things like that, where different sponsors might be appropriate for those different events. And we are we are a tuition-driven school, but it doesn't always cover the full cost of all of the education. And we also have about 30% of our families who are on financial assistance. So it's important that we make sure that the Pine School is available to everyone in the community. And so in order to do that, we do have to have events like this that open it up and make people more aware that there are other options. We do live in Martin County in a wonderful school district, of course, but we pull from students from Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie County, and some people would just prefer a private school education, and we provide that for this community. We're the only independent school in Martin County, K-12, and now we're all on one campus. So it's a wonderful opportunity for families, if you have children at different age levels, to be on one campus, one school, and one family. So
excellent. How many students do you have?
We have 360 students, kindergarten through 12th grade. So we graduated our largest class last year, which was 43. Wow. And they're 100% college matriculation, 100% college, acceptance. So we're really proud of that. And they go to a variety of schools, including Florida schools, of course, which are we have a great program here in the state of Florida. But we also have students who go all the way across the United States, California, New England, and even abroad. We have students who have gone to school in Scotland and in other areas, and we have a student who's actually in school in Canada this year. So.
Excellent. So we are talking with some representatives from the Pine School based in Hobe Sound. We're talking about the annual Night Run in Color. Fabulous event happening on Saturday, September the 26th in the morning. That website again to find out more information
is nightrun.org, and that's KNIGHT run.org.
Thank you. Excellent. This is a run. It is a fundraiser. It is going to be sponsored in part by the health department. We'll be out there providing information about healthiest weight.
And thank you very much for that, by the way. I appreciate the participation from your group.
Well, we're very excited. Thank you. Tell us a little bit more again for those who might be just joining us. How long is it, and what does that course look like, that run or walk course?
Sure. It's a 5K course, although it's probably a little shy of that. But it runs through the hills of our 142-acre campus in Hobe Sound. As Jody mentioned before, we are really close to Jonathan Dickinson State Park. So we have hills and sand and beauty that just like Jonathan Dickinson has. And so it's a pretty easy course, though. We've made it a little bit easier so that all kinds of families can come and participate. But there are some hills and there is some sand, so be aware it will be a workout, but it will be a good workout for sure.
All right.
And there's no timing, so take your time and enjoy it, too.
Great. And the morning's a great time to get up and get going, and then you can go on with your day.
Absolutely.
You come out, you do the run or walk, and then you can go on with your day.
You might want to take a shower after with all the coloring.
Well, you probably will. But again, really fun, very family friendly. I love the color. Again, I didn't know what color run actually meant till I had showed up at the event last year, and it's really pretty. It washes off really easily, although you had mentioned you can save that by just soaking the shirts.
Soaking it in vinegar, and it'll stay in perpetuity, supposedly.
That's pretty neat. I never realized that.
Yep.
All right. That's really cool.
People should arrive no later than 7:30?
Yes.
Correct.
For the event, or earlier if they're taking part in the Color Dash.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And they should be bringing along what should they be bringing along?
Really, the very basics. Really, I don't think you need anything while you're running because you don't want to be carrying anything. We provide the buffs. We have water there. Obviously, if you need extra water, definitely bring that. But we are providing some breakfast and water there, and just come prepared to run and have fun.
And something comfortable to wear and run in.
Yes, absolutely. Although I did see a banana last year.
Yes, there was a banana.
Excellent. And there'll be prizes?
For a craziest costume, absolutely. So if you do come in a crazy costume, make sure it's comfortable that you can run in too.
Okay, awesome. Ladies, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
We're looking forward to that event on September the 26th.
All right, thank you.